One news from Sam Players Man Sam Bailey, welcome back to another video on the channel. Another West Ham transfer update for you today. A few outgoings, a few incomings. All around midfielders, courses at West Ham. And midfielders we have, 8 no good. And midfielders we want, Potter wants, 2 really expensive, according to you now here. Before we start, thank you very much for the support on the channel. Last week or so, some brilliant views. 50 likes on the Sunderland review as well. I'm glad somebody liked it. I didn't like doing it that too much, obviously because of the result. And I'm just saying, I don't usually sort of look out for these things too much and making videos because I just enjoy making them. But we're one subscriber away from 300 subscribers. So I don't usually do this, to be fair. If you haven't already, just make sure that you have pressed subscribe if you are watching this. All it takes is one subscriber, and it'll be up to 300. Nowhere near a plaque just yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there slowly. I'll start on the outgoing side. As a third one, Edson Alvarez to Fenerbache. Here we go. Fenerbahce managed obviously by Jose Mourinho. They played in the Champions League playoff first leg against Benfica last night. I think they were at home during the meal. In the first leg last night, I didn't watch it. I was watching Celtic. God, Celtic were awful last night. Anyway, not coming down to that. It's a loan there with option to buy. I'd say there probably is a bit of a loan fee, but I think it'd be very, very, very minimal. Not really worth our time. In terms of the player, I was talking about for it before I get on to what it could mean that we begin to do. I think under Moyes, a bit like Mohamed Kudus, obviously they've all changed from Ajax in that summer after we won the Conference League. I think in the first season under Moyes, it was fantastic. That real shield in front of the back four. There wasn't many spaces around them to run, many spaces to cover in that midfield because we were deep under Moyes. He had a brilliant tackle on him. Sometimes likes to tackle a bit too much. Obviously he was very prone to get himself sent off, which led to him being a very frustrating figure at times. In the time as a West Ham player, but under Potter, he isn't under that potato. But his weakness ever really exposed was the game towards the end of last season. Monday night home to Newcastle, I remember a stick shot like a store thumped me, and he was doing the Pablo 4 miles running around like a headless chicken. That Pablo Fernandes did it with intent, with speed, with tenacity, but Edson Alvarez is a 6. I see him more as a 4. A 6 I see comfortable, taking the ball, picking it up and playing it on, but Alvarez is just a bruiser. That I just in front of the back 3, wins everything in the air, a real battler, rolls his sleeves up. But it's not good enough technically, I don't think, to play under Graham Potter. But Mourinho does really want them. This is a move from, I think. His time in the Premier League hasn't really been a great success. I don't think you could say so to get a good move at a big European club. Great manager, obviously, with Mourinho. There's some good players there too. Brilliant, passionate fan base. I think that's a good move for him. There's an option to make the deal permanent worth, I think, around 22 million euros is the fee that is in reported. If we get that next summer, I'll take it. I would have liked to sell him permanently this summer. But this is something you have to consider now, with the position we're in we could get to next summer. We've got, let's just say, I'll paint you this picture. We're in the bottom three, January, Potter's gone. We go with a quick fix. I'm not saying we'll get David Moyes back in, but someone of that ilk to keep us up. He comes in, keeps us up comfortably, and the club can't really get rid of him ahead of next season. Edson Alvarez could come back and to be a brilliant player for us. So, when you look at it like that, it makes the loan be a bit more palatable, but we would like the money now, realistically. But I don't really think the money's the problem for us. I don't think it's a money problem that we're not signing the players that we need to, since that's signing the fee. I think it's just completely inadequate, inept, incompetence at board level in terms of negotiating, which we'll get onto in a minute. So yesterday it was reported that West Ham had made an improved in air quotes offer for Southampton's Matheus Fernandes. So you're thinking like, yeah, okay, maybe this could be a bit closer to their evaluation of 50 million, which I don't think is worth that. I really don't. I think if you put 40 on the table, we could be close to the deal. And I wouldn't even want us to go that high. I thought maybe 37, 38, and then we're talking maybe something like that. The first bid last week was £28 million plus £2 million in add-ons. West Ham came back yesterday, desperate West Ham, we think, just gotten battered by a newly promoted team on the first weekend. We're one of the favourites to go down. You would think, alright, West Ham need to win now. West Ham need to start doing stuff. 30 million plus 2 million add-ons. £2 million better than last week, when Southampton absolutely laughed at. Said absolutely no chance. They thought it was an insulting offer for West Ham, and we thought, oh, okay, that's insulting. How about £2 more million? Just let that sink in for a second. It's absolutely pathetic. It's very much take the piss, isn't it? It really would, where they were trying to wind a few people up like that anti-death thing where Saturday Night Takeaway where they're in there's the actor there saying things trying to make the person who's getting pranked get wound up even more. I feel like that it really does. I'll do a video on Fernandes last week. I think he's a good player. I wouldn't pay £50 million for him. But that was before we lost 3-0 to Sunderland. And we're at the stage now where I feel like we just need to get something in. We really need to get a deal done, and that midfield area to get a bit of positivity around the place. We have got the money. We put £30 million on the table straight away last week, so we have got money to spend. There's a number of other midfield options that have been discussed. One being Andre Santos. I don't really believe this one. I don't think X has confirmed it nor denied it, but reports are that we bid €45 million for Chelsea's Andre Santos. Don't believe it. Wouldn't want to believe it. I don't think it's good enough. One of those players Chelsea bought from their sister club Strasbourg hadn't really played them in the Premier League, got a few minutes in the Club World Cup. Actually, it missed a big chance at the weekend against Palace. He came on. Cucurella set him up, he ballooned it over the bar. So yeah, a bit raw. I wouldn't have done really that person. Hayden Hackney from Middlesbrough is someone I'd be a big fan of signing. That number 6, bit of a box-to-box midfielder, scored against Millwall last weekend. I'd be a fan of him. Knows the game in the end. If there's a bit less risk and someone like Matheus from Lille, but I wouldn't mind him either. It seems to have good athleticism. Plays naturally as a 6. I would be a fan of him if you brought him in. There's just so many options, so many players, but it's about time to start bidding for some of them. The frustration is really growing among the fan base. It's been 5 days since we played Sunderland. We have another game tomorrow night at home. We're getting into the spring of things now. In the season, we have a game next week in the League Cup against Wolves. It's about time we start getting to the midfielders spots sorted out. It's becoming very, very concerning. And how we're still pissing it out, putting 2 more million here, 2 more million there, is starting to make me really, really worried. And as I said, I do think we have the money to put for 30 million on the table, just like that for Fernandes. If the money is there, but it's going to the stage now in the transfer window where we've got 10 days left, 11 days left in the window. We're in not much of a better spot than we were at the start of the window, which is damning considering how bad we were last season. Our main problem is still not being fixed, as discussed on Monday or Tuesday. And the pressure on Graham Potter. Pressure is firmly on Graham Potter. Just put it on him ahead of the game tomorrow, because this is probably the last time I record before kick-off tomorrow night against Chelsea. We can talk all we want about ownership, and I do feel bad for him in that respect, that he's not getting backed enough by David Sullivan. All the options that he puts on the table are getting turned down for being too expensive on the board. So I do feel bad for him in that respect. But some of his press conferences and post-match interviews, they really don't do much good to you. Chelsea fans have said this a lot from what I've seen. And I'm trying to see it now. It's just such a passive. His demeanour doesn't seem like very real. Like, you can't imagine going in at half time, say we're 3-0 down tomorrow at half time. You can't imagine them going in and giving the players an absolute roasting, can you? On the sidelines, it seems very quiet. And it's about time he takes a bit of pride. He's playing his former club tomorrow, where he didn't do it himself justice, that's big bread. Did he, half a season, didn't make an impact on them at all. Chelsea was doing too big for him, and despite all these issues going on above him at board level at West Ham at the moment, and the lack of support he's been given from them, we really need to see something from him, not just tomorrow but against Wolves and then Forest before the break, to show that he is a fighter and he is capable of turning things around at West Ham. And I know managers can only say certain things in press conference, but you want to see that the manager's fighting after a defeat like that against Sunderland. They had a bit of a baby tomorrow against Chelsea. On the London days, I watched all the press conferences before and after games, all the pre-match interviews, post-match interviews. And he never inspires me. He doesn't inspire me. We need to see a reaction tomorrow. We really do. Last Saturday was absolutely disgraceful. Last second half, we're in big trouble. And I was also just thinking, in games like this tomorrow, Chelsea at home, Friday night and Lloyd's, in years gone by, under Moyes and before, I would have been feeling like no matter what form we're in, we're capable of turning up on a night like this, but I'm not feeling that at all. I'm really not. We're soft. Anyone just rocks up, turns up and puts us to the sword, beats us comfortably. The amount of times that happened last season where at home we were really looking for a response and nothing comes of it. In the past when we've been under pressure, where results the manager is at risk of losing his job, we've always put a result out of the hat, out of nowhere. There's been a strong core group of players under Moyes. I don't think we have that anymore. The team spirit looked good in pre-season. But how many leaders do we actually have? But in that, I'm not sure. Bowen's a brilliant player. He leads by example with the ball at his feet, but is he a leader? I'm not sure. Some people could be arguing actually that Alvarez, who we're letting go today, is one of our best leaders, fighters. He puts in a tackle, as discussed. Need a bit of performance and reaction tomorrow. Otherwise, the project will be very, very busy. Thanks for watching. As I said earlier, in case you missed it, 1 subscriber away from 300 subscribers. So just double check now, pause it for a second, and have a look. Have you subscribed to Super Sound Players? If you have, thank you very much. If you haven't, please do consider subscribing. Try to get us up to 300. Thanks very much for watching, lads. See you soon. Bye.